Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They want to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Wide open makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. To the air, it's Aller. They'll run the screen. Hit right at the goal line, but he's in for the touchdown.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give out of the gun. Ran through the contact. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Allard. That's caught. It's Ross. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Burks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Using his legs, it's Ott. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because
fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes.
Ernie on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic.
Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. A nice job there picking up the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already...